Reference Management with One Author, Introduction and Overview. Additional videos, which cover these topics in more detail, are available on the One Author community site. We recommend watching this introductory video before watching the remaining parts in this series about reference management. Managing references manually is both a time-consuming and error-prone activity. It means cross-checking to make sure that all sources cited appear in the bibliography. Managing reference twins, which means sources by the same author published in the same year. And ensuring that the format of in-text citations and the bibliography are consistent with the OECD Style Guide. All of the above are automatic in One Author. Microsoft Word has a set of standard features to manage citations, sources, and the bibliography, which you'll find under the References tab. This is what you will use to manage your bibliography in a One Author document. When you select one of the options under the Bibliography button, your bibliography is automatically generated. It will include all the sources that appear within Word Source Manager. This means that there is no risk of forgetting to include a source in your bibliography. You will need to make sure that the OECD style is selected in the Style drop-down. This ensures that the in-text citations and the bibliography itself are automatically formatted according to the OECD Style Guide. Here we have inserted some random text, 2 citations, and the generated bibliography. You will notice that each source has its own unique number. This means that sources by the same author, published in the same year, are automatically distinguished. You will not need to add lowercase letters to differentiate them. Using Word's built-in features to manage the bibliography makes it easier to collaborate with external contributors. If you send the document to someone outside of the OECD, they will be able to add their own sources to the Source Manager and also modify existing sources. They will not need a special installation or plugin to do this. Microsoft Word alone is enough. Using Word Source Manager also ensures that the bibliography is structured data rather than just text. This opens up other possibilities. For example, we can automatically translate OECD references into French using One Author's transformation feature. At this point, you may be wondering how to go about getting the data for each source into the relevant fields in Word Source Manager. We've seen that it's entirely possible to add this manually by typing into the relevant fields. But this is where the One Author add-in comes into play and allows you to bypass the data entry stage. The OECD has a corporate subscription to Mendeley Institutional Edition. You can create an account using your OECD email address, and then start building your own online reference library to store, organize, and share references and research. When you want to add a citation in your One Author document, use the Citations and Bibliography part of the add-in to search your Mendeley library. When you click the plus sign, an in-text citation is inserted, and, at the same time, a new source is automatically created in Word Source Manager. Alternatively, you can add a DOI directly into the search box in the Citations and Bibliography tab of the add-in. This will search in Kappa for OECD publications or Crossref for non-OECD publications. Again, when you click on the plus sign, the in-text citation is added to your document, and all bibliographic data for that source is automatically added to the Word Source Manager. This will be covered in more detail in the video on inserting citations and sources. You may also be wondering how to import references into your Mendeley library. This will be covered in more detail in the next video, but you'll need to download the Mendeley Web Importer. This allows you to import papers, web pages, and other documents from search engines and academic databases. If you have a collection of PDF files, it's also possible to drag and drop these into your Mendeley library. It is important to understand that we're using the web version of Mendeley at the OECD as a research tool. Mendeley also has a desktop version and a citation plugin. Do not attempt to download these. You'll use the OneAuthor add-in to import the reference from your Mendeley library into Word Source Manager. From there onwards, you'll be able to manage your bibliography using the standard Word features. That completes this introduction to reference management in OneAuthor. You'll find additional videos on the OneAuthor community site. The next 3 videos in this series focus on working with Mendeley Web, and the final 4 videos focus on managing citations, sources, and the bibliography in a OneAuthor document.